Hey everybody. I wanted to do a really quick video about something I just found out about. Little background, little story for you all. In middle school, I had a teacher by the name of actually two teachers, both female, by the name of Mrs. Dreckney and Miss Van Pilsum. They were great. Mrs. Dreckney taught me how to appreciate the works of Edgar Allan Poe. She read the bells to us in a way that was so, maybe that was high school, but maybe it was so, it was dripping with the strain and the tension and the right everything. It it caught me. It hooked me at that point. I was done. I mean, it was amazing. And Miss Van Pilsum had a way of having us read books that were interesting, engaging, and we learned a lot of things. And she forced us to sit down and dissect them. One of my favorite things was we read Lord of the Flies, and then we were asked to hold a trial. Uh, we were putting on, and I don't remember the names. This is a long time ago. Um, but we had to try the two main characters. I was the defense attorney for one of the main characters, and it was so much fun because it forced you to look at the details in the book, so with just a passion, just so much closer than you normally would, and it was amazing. Fast forward to college. I didn't take a lot of reading classes in college. Looking back on it now, you have your regrets about some of the decisions you made, and that's one of my regrets. I really wish I would have taken more English lit. I wish I would have studied English a little bit more. Writers should study English. I really didn't in college. I was a geography major. Um, The However, I did take theater classes. I took Theater 101, have to take Theater 101. It's a rule, it's a thing. They make you take it whether you want to or not. And believe me when I tell you, I did not want to take theater. Theater 101. What does a law enforcement major need with Theater 101? That makes zero sense in my life. I took it. The professor who taught it was a gentleman by the name of Dr. Lewis Whitlock III. He was a thespian choreographer from New York City. Um, he was a pompous ass, but I don't mind a pompous ass if you've got the street cred behind it. If you're pompous and you honestly owned it, you earned it the hard way, that's all right. I can live with that. That 101 course, I learned about stage, I learned about production, I learned about different actors, where things needed to be set up. I learned a lot. I learned a lot from Dr. Whitlock. A lot. Um, so much so, in fact, that when the next semester rolled around, I took another course from him called Acting for Everyone. And I learned more in that one class than I think I've ever learned in any other classes I've ever taken on briefings. I took a lot of classes on briefing, how to get up in front of a group of people and give a presentation. I learned more from him than I learned in all those other classes combined. I learned how to project. I learned how to get comfortable with the room. I learned how to work the room. I learned how to be in the moment. But more importantly, he taught me how to be the character. And briefing is all about being a character. He taught me how to be inside that person. Yeah, the guy was a pompous ass, but he was one hell of a professor. I learned a lot from him, and he was not without his funny qualities. I talked to him a couple times at his office about this, that, or the other. And he was pretty funny, actually. Um, he took himself seriously. He took the class seriously, but he was not above cracking wise a few times. Cracking wise a few times, you know. Um, so I found out today that he passed away. And I have to say, I didn't think about, I haven't thought about the impact he had on me in my life until now. I think if you, I don't think we value certain people in our lives until they're gone. And Dr. Whitlock is gone. I know that I'm not the only one who thinks that's a bit of a hole in their existence. But you know, I am so happy to know that he was in my life. And I'm so happy that in some way he lives on in those of us who were in his class. Same thing with Mrs. Dreckney and Miss Van Pilsum, who I don't know where they are today. They may have passed on by now. They were, you know, people get old. I'm 48, so consider that. Um, but I want to take a moment to thank all of those people in our lives that we don't think about. We don't put a lot of emphasis behind. So, to Dr. Whitlock III, you made a difference. And that, I think, would make you happy. Ta-ta for now.